Hey everyone, it is Steven Schleicher, and I wanted to give you a quick heads up. Way back when this season started, we had some audio problems, and I had told you that there was one other episode that was coming up that had that same weird audio thing that we haven't really been able to track down exactly. This is that other episode. I've cleaned it up the best that I can, and I think it sounds okay, but it looks like this is the last time we have this problem. We did buy Sam a new microphone, and she's been using that for the last, 14 episodes that we have now in the can, and it sounds good. So, there's that. I want to thank the Major Spoilers VIPs. With your contribution, we were able to get a new microphone for Sam. We've got a new microphone for Rodrigo as well, and some of the other players. And so that is one of the benefits of having VIP members. You can find out more about becoming a VIP and supporting this show and all the other shows in the Major Spoilers Podcast Network by heading over to members.majorspoilers.com. So thank you, VIPs. You guys are awesome. And if you're not a VIP, consider becoming a VIP over at members.majorspoilers.com. Now, without further ado, here's your episode. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week.
This episode is brought to you by Major Spoilers VIP members. Thank you for your support of Major Spoilers and the Major Spoilers Podcast Network. If you would like to become a bronze, silver, or gold VIP member, go to members.majorspoilers.com for more information.
Welcome to Critical Hit, a Major Spoilers podcast. Thank you for downloading and listening and sharing this podcast with a friend. Ooh. Scary times, friends. Everybody wants to kill us. That's not good, Rodrigo.
That is
especially when everybody
good.
is you.
Business as usual.
I was going to say, how's that different from normal?
Everybody's
I was
always
going to say, that's not new either.
I am all that is man.
Until
All
I
right.
see you drink syrup, I won't know.
Yes. Okay, so last time...
On Critical Hit.
That was alright. What did happen last time on Critical Hit?
There were people with hatchets.
Hatchets.
Matthew tried to jump.
A couple times. That's right. Every last time on Critical Hit.
Wardens can't jump.
Apparently.
Hey.
There was this cop type guy. I hit him with a
You
stick.
look familiar.
Not the cop, I was the cop.
Right,
And I hit things with a stick.
right. Did you remember that happening?
Yeah.
And then he told us to lay low for a while.
So we went back
Lockfin
to the
Sano
end.
sends his regards. Now that we've done the flashbacks.
Yes. So,
My name is Oren Rivendorn, and I'm the floofiest man alive. Sorry.
Floofiest?
That's my one.
alright. That's not true, but alright. So, you guys decide to lay low and walk the block and a half back to the inn where you originally arranged for. So yeah, you guys are walking back.
Walking.
So, why were they trying to kill you?
Oh, they've been trying to kill me for some time.
Oh, just as a quick thing, are you still a giant snake made of fire?
Am I? I'm going to go with maybe not so much right now.
Okay. Well, I mean, it would have been like you do turn that on and off, but like, did you turn it off? is what I'm asking.
Can we treat it like my mark and assume that I did?
Okay.
At the end of the combat, yes, I would have turned off the snake of fire and also unsummoned my armor.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just a dude again.
Yep.
A dude dressed as another dude pretending... No, that's not right. Just one dude with no beard. Now, what was your question?
Very important.
Why are they trying to kill you?
Their leader, a man named Lockfin Sano, believes that I and some of my compatriots are responsible for his misfortune. He's only partially incorrect, but he does tend to hold a grudge.
I see.
I cannot guarantee, however, that their presence is entirely unrelated to the attempts on your life and Warden Duthane's.
Yeah, we've already got evidence the Salamander crew, the Salamander's coil is hiring out local scum, so wouldn't be too hard to find a group that already wants to kill people you know.
They are mercenaries, and to my knowledge, they are far out of their normal territory. It may be that it was mere coincidence that I was even there, or it may be that everything is conspiring against us.
To be fair, you haven't been in, you haven't had any dealings with them in about 5 years. So they could have just been expanding, especially without having you kicking them in the shins every time they tried to.
I do tend to kick slightly higher than that, thank you.
All right, you guys get back to the inn.
All right.
At the inn. We're inning. What time of day is it?
Still like mid-afternoon.
Yeah, about 5 minutes after we left the inn.
You guys seriously walked for about probably about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Got jumped, and now you're back. Like the guy, like the innkeeper, like looks up and kind of like looks at you really confused because you just walked out, and like in the time that it took him to like look over like his ledger or whatever, he looks up. You guys are back. And probably a couple of you are covered in cuts and bruises and whatever.
Hi.
Hi.
Got a place where you can just hang out until the rooms are ready?
Well, I suppose you can just hang out over in the dining room.
Oh, great.
I mean, we're not serving any food right now.
That's fine. Do you have something to drink, perhaps?
Oh, sure.
Thank you. I'll shuffle as a mass into the area. Sit down.
Somebody comes by and gives you the choice of beer or wine.
Wine for me, please.
Beer, I guess.
I'll do one. Thank you.
Nothing for me, please.
All right. It is not long before there is that beverage you asked for in front of you.
Tasty.
Wet.
So, what do you guys do when people aren't trying to kill you?
Don't have too many times like that.
Certainly not of late.
I'm trying to rebuild a whole society, so
That sounds complicated.
there's a lot of killing.
Yeah, actually, you haven't had too many people come try to kill you in
No,
a long time. It's actually been a long time for you.
Yeah. Well, beyond the marauding herds of weirds and whatnot, but yeah, no one has come after me directly in a long, long time. So, where do those guys come from? Can you expand upon this story of this misunderstanding that you're having?
Well, their base of operations, to my knowledge, would have been the Sage Coast. Again, some associates and I ran afoul of their leader, mostly by interrupting his nefarious plans. I don't know that there's really much more to say other than he holds a grudge and wants to see us all dead.
By us all, who do you mean?
Again, some associates of mine. Again, I have no idea where most of them are at this time, to be honest.
Well, how did you and Randus meet up?
Well, it's part of the war. We were on the same side.
You know of the Civil War?
Randus's mom kind of filled me in.
You were more or less there for the instigation of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. And, that basically turned into a full-on war. I got involved. He was, his lady basically teamed him up with me, and we've more or less been fighting together.
I see. But now that the war's over, you're just hanging out?
No, we had not been seeing, or we had not been together. That's an entertaining turn of phrase. For some time, of course, when the assassination attempts begun again, my mother.
Then Randus reached out to you?
Well, as the leader, the warden of the shores, all of the remaining houses were willing to provide whatever support they could.
I see.
Especially after what happened to the Lords of the Hallbairn.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to them?
They were disposed
of?
Yes.
Suffice to say that the king showed his displeasure with those who attempted to overthrow his reign, which, of course, left an opening amongst the nobility for Warden Duthane to take his current place.
And yeah, that's pretty much the broad strokes.
Okay, well.
Sounds like some very complicated political intrigue there.
Yeah.
When you're raised among it, this is, I believe the phrase is, for us it was Tuesday.
So you turned into a flaming snake? What's up with that?
I don't turn into a flaming snake. More, a flaming snake is occasionally a part of me. When the spirits allow, I can channel their abilities or the abilities of a particular set or area. Essentially, the spirits are all around us speaking to us at any given time, and I've found a certain kinship, I suppose you could say, with the serpent. And so, when necessary, or to be honest, often when I'm very, very angry.
You don't owe some debt to some god, do you? Because we already had one of those people before.
No more than you, sir. No more than you.
So you're buddies with a flaming snake spirit?
In a manner of speaking. The spirits all around us are attempting to communicate with those of us who are bipedal living forms. So my job, my function as a warden is to allow those spirits to communicate, to allow those spirits to make their intentions clear. So when I'm channeling the flame serpent, I'm simply allowing a spirit to make its will known, or in some cases to allow my will to be known through that particular spirit, if you will.
So what do the spirits around us want right now?
A good question. I suppose I could check.
Sure.
All right.
You want to give me a nature check?
Sure. Let me check where my nature's at. I'm going to take a moment.
First
to do my momenty thing.
First page, right side, bottom.
So I take a moment. I do the whole thing where I draw my thing into my thing. And I roll a nature check of 19.
Oh, that's pretty good.
What sort of thing do you draw into your thing?
Skip it.
No. Go ahead and describe it.
Well, Sekhar closes his eyes. And he lays his hands on his knees for just a moment. And you can almost see, for just a moment, you can see just the image of the hooded serpent over his head. And it just kind of shimmers, and it goes away. Sort of a weird blackish flame thing. And then it's gone. What do I think about the nature of this particular area? Something very, very negative has happened in this area. Very, very, black, but dark and sinister at the same time. What these spirits want more than anything else is to rest and be left alone. Something very negative has happened. idea.
Can they tell you what it is or how you can fix it?
It doesn't really work that way. I can certainly try, but most of what you'll find are more impressions, more emotional expectations. These spirits are tired more than anything else.
We'll pause there for a second. So, what does Thalson do?
Wait for someone else to show up. Process the thugs.
Okay.
And the head thugs. However long that's gonna take.
Well, it's going to take a while. Basically, a handful of officers show up, and they start grabbing the guys. There's no, wagon or anything like that, so basically they have to, pick them up and drag them along.
Since most of them are unconscious. So.
Well, they can be conscious enough to walk after a little bit, but they're pretty beat up. So they're kind of picking them up, and one of the officers is like, "Did you do all this by yourself?"
The people that jumped had a hand in protecting themselves, but there was enough of them that I wasn't able to corral anybody. They kind of scattered once everything was starting to die down. I could tell that they weren't the aggressors because I saw everything start. I'm not sure.
All right. I didn't care that much.
You asked.
I guess I did. So everybody grabs a couple of thugs and starts leading them towards the nearest branch of the constabulary.
Point out the 4 main guys.
Uh-huh.
So these seem to be the head of the bunch, the a little more dangerous.
Yep.
Watch them closer. And haul a couple of guards, or not guards, but a couple of thugs.
Okay.
Presumably they'll need help moving that many people.
All right, so you take them down to the this jail that's in the next district. It's just like a little thing. Basically, you can barely fit all these guys in there.
They shouldn't have made trouble in my city.
You are handed a nice, thick, heavy slab of paper to fill out.
I have to do all this myself, don't I?
Well, you're the apprehending officer, so yes.
I get to work on paperwork.
All right. You start doing paperwork, and after a while, you see one of the officers who helped you bring these guys in. You can kind of see the front desk. He's talking to someone that he seems to know. This guy is bald and is wearing like a really nice reddish maroonish jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Has gauges in his ears. Seems to be maybe in his late 30s. And he's talking to him. Looks like they know each other. And the guy lets him into the back.
Could I tell what either of them were saying?
No, not from where you were.
Yeah.
But he seems to be taking him towards the cells.
I'll follow.
Okay.
Try and make it look less conspicuous. Just, going back to check on prisoners.
Sure. So you go do a lap around the commons area and then head over there. When you get to the cells, the guy is talking to the cop, and you see the cop like basically hide something in his jacket real quick and like fix it up, and the man walks right towards you toward the door. Goes, "Officer."
Citizen.
As he walks by, you notice that he has an armband. The armband has this weird glyph on it. It looks like, like a classic D&D salamander with like the big nose and like the pointy heads in the back and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like that, highly stylized, eating its own tail.
Mm.
Kind of in a rectangular-y look. You've actually seen that around town. But he just walks right past you.
Mm.
The other cop is like, well, I guess my shift's probably over here in a little bit. I'm just going to finish up my paperwork and go.
Who was that?
Oh, that guy? He's like a contractor, I think, or something with the city. He's just having a look at stuff, I think.
He's probably lying.
Oh, he's definitely lying.
All right, finish your paperwork.
All right. Well, he's on a thing. So if the chain of command asks, don't tell them that Bot was here.
All right.
And he just walks out.
Does the name ring a bell at all?
You've heard it around.
Just one of many names in the city.
Yeah, it does sound new. It's not a name that you remember from before, but...
All right. Are any of the prisoners conscious? Or like...
Yeah, they're,
Did it look like any of them had been...
Yes, one of them had clearly been like right up against the bars when they were talking and has since like limped back over to his bench.
You.
What?
Come here.
I'm injured.
I saw you hobble over there.
Oh. Yeah, okay. He hobbles over.
Were you involved in that conversation?
What conversation, officer?
You know which one I'm talking about.
I spoke to that other officer. He was asking me things about the situation on the street, and I was cooperating fully with the authorities.
All right, what'd you tell him?
I told him that your little buddies there caused a ruckus, which they did. And then I told them exactly what they looked like, which is reasonable, right? You're not going to throw me in super jail for that, are you? And then I told them where I thought I heard they were staying.
All right.
And I hope that the courts will take that into account during my sentencing.
What's your name?
Pio.
Did I get the sense that's his actual name?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get the sense that he tried to come up with a fake name and he just...
He's like...
Yeah, he thought about it for a moment and then he's like, no, I'm not even going to try. Pio.
Right.
His bluff check is just that good.
Yes.
Either that or
everything you told me was true.
Everything.
Other than the ruckus starting.
Sure.
You know what? I will note that in your arrest record and let the courts know.
Listen, wait, seriously?
You were being cooperative. You provided accurate information that was relevant to the case.
He, very slowly moves his gaze from you to the other prisoners, all of whom are like mean mugging him, and he like looks back and is like, on second thought, why don't you leave that out?
Sure, that's what you want?
Yeah, being cooperative is not always the most popular thing to do.
All right. I can leave that out.
All right, but remember me. I'm around.
I'll remember you.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm gonna hobble back because like my knees.
Hold on just a moment.
Okay.
Pull out a piece of paper, scribble a couple things on it, and just it's a few names.
Mm-hmm.
Remember those.
Okay. Hobbles back.
Hobble back. All right. Oh, well, crap. How much paperwork did I have left?
All of it.
About 2/3 of it. But honestly, bureaucracy moves pretty slow. So you've got some leeway before you have to have it all turned in.
Yeah. Stuff it in, store it. Stuff it in my thing to take stuff home.
Yeah.
Which is presumably a regular thing. And take off. Because I assume the other guard left already?
Yeah, that other guy.
cop.
Yep. Yeah, he's gone.
All right. Not too long has passed. I'm probably going to know the city better than Bot. So I'm going to find a phone booth.
Okay.
And change disguises.
Okay.
We in everyone now?
Gotham City.
There are definitely, for one, there are like public latrines, so that's relatively easy there. There's also like a handful of, this city is just chock full of like weird, kind of poorly lit alleys and
nooks, crannies, and other
like
places
weird,
that usually criminal activity occurs.
Yep. So it's not hard.
Yeah. And out walks a dwarf.
Okay.
A very, very grungy looking dwarf. Pulls a cloak over his head and long, scraggly beard.
Okay.
And starts hoofing it to the inn that they told me they were staying at.
Sure.
Because I don't remember the name.
Yeah, I think we briefly gave it a name, but I don't remember it either.
Okay.
They do drop in.
Taking as much shortcuts as I can to get there.
Sure. Yeah, it's not that far.
I get it, because you're a dwarf.
Wow.
Yeah, that was bad.
I did
I'm
lose like
sorry,
a
I
foot.
blame the Tramadol kids.
All right. So back to the inn.
Ian.
The innkeeper comes by and says, we're cleaning up your rooms first, so they should be ready here in about, I don't know, less than an hour.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. Another round?
Sure, why not?
All right. Another round comes by. Somebody puts a beer in front of Sekhar.
Sparkle pulls out a deck of cards and tries to persuade people to pass time by playing poker.
Sure, why not?
I don't know this game, so I'll just watch.
Oh, you have to play. It's easy. I can explain it as we go.
Fine.
Is Sekhar playing?
I suppose so, yes.
Okay. Everybody can give me a bluff check.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 13.
I rolled a 20.
Yeah, this is great because Randus rolled a nat 20 and the complete roll is still not higher than Little Sparkles.
Who rolled a 7?
Everybody except for Randa's give me a I keep forgetting what it's called.
Insight?
That one. Insight check.
Orm did not want to play this game.
I rolled a 15.
All right. So basically, here's what happens. You guys start playing. Actually, you guys play a few hands, and what ends up happening is Orem makes a lot of faces while he's playing.
Happy face, sad face.
And they clearly, completely, 100% correlate to whatever hand he has.
Sour face.
Yep.
Even though he doesn't know what hand he has.
Yeah,
Lemon
exactly.
face,
Exactly.
lion
Somehow,
face.
even if he's misunderstanding, he's simultaneously trying to bluff poorly, thus giving you exactly what's going on. As the game goes on, it becomes clear that Randus is actually thinking about something else entirely, and is just kind of mechanically, like, playing, like, numerically, without really thinking about what he's doing, and he actually wins with Little Sparkle taking, whatever you guys were playing with. If you throw in, like, a
you
few...
should have a flush there.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got 2 of these 8s and 2 of these spade-looking.
Basically, Little Sparkle would have won, except for the fact that Randus is not actually playing the game so much as he's just calculating the odds of what he should do.
He's actually just card counting.
He is actually, yeah.
Somehow.
Yep, absolutely. Just in some weird way, he's just like, what are the statistics for this? I'm down. Like, and he's not like, because he's not like emotionally invested in it. Yeah. He's just like, oh, I fold, or oh, I, whatever.
And
The river runs through it. I don't actually understand poker.
I'll flop the river. Wait. No?
Yeah.
I was also distracted by trying to teach Orem both how to play and how to lie.
Yeah.
Floop the pig.
And, this is probably not a game that Sekhar is terribly familiar with either, so that doesn't really help him. But after you guys, after that all sort of goes down, a grody-looking dwarf walks through the door.
Hey guys, there's a dwarf over there. He's looking at us funny.
Is he?
Yeah.
Act
Natural?
Okay.
Yeah, judging from
Orem throws his best. I've got the best hand poker face.
Yeah. Judging from previous bluff checks, when Randa says act natural, Orem actually takes out his sword, puts it on the ground, and tries to put a foot on the hilt. Maybe not. That's a little much.
Picturing
But
Mr. Furley only with pointy ears.
something like that. So there those guys are.
Waddle over to him.
Okay.
Stubby little legs. Stupid disguise, anyways. Look around, see if there's anybody else there.
Just the innkeeper, but he's not in the room. He's next, over by the counter.
Do I help you, sir?
Trying to remember if I gave them my name last time.
Yes.
Okay. Thalson sent me.
Yeah, where's he at?
Processing paperwork.
And to what end did he send you?
I didn't hear that.
To what end did he send you?
There's some corruption in the city patrol. And
I am both shocked and outraged.
Understandably. And you may have been sold out.
For how much?
I wasn't privy to that information.
The
But
question is to who?
To whom?
a man named Bot. Bot, right?
Why do we know that name?
Why do
I
you know that name? Do. The players check their notes. If they don't have it, I'm going to be mad because it's important.
But I don't know what it means. I just wrote down the name because context is for suckers.
B-A-H-T.
I can make something up
No,
if you'd like.
B-A-A-T.
B-A-A-T.
I do not know this name, so I am absolve myself of your quandary.
Actually, you did hear this name be mentioned.
Wait, really? No, then
I'm apparently the only one who took note of it. Why do I remember this name, Rodrigo?
All right. Well, we will lower down the bar to like B-A-A-T.
B-A-A-T.
Yeah.
Let's see if I've got it.
We will lower the bar down to whoever wrote it down remembers this.
Am I the only one who doesn't actually have any information?
You
out of
are
this?
the only one who
Okay.
doesn't know this. Yes.
Okay.
So you are.
So
You
the
are.
fact that I am
I know who that guy is.
I am completely
All
blank is correct for a
But-
change.
Yes.
My years of sitting and having to learn the names of ridiculous heads of state and remember them has stuck with me.
Yeah,
I don't
there's
know
just,
why.
Yeah, there's. So, do you have it in your notes?
I do.
Okay.
I have the name Bot in my notes. That's all I got.
Turns out, Steven has it too, and you can all remember this once Steven says who it is,
Okay.
assuming he's right.
Yes. Remember when we met up with you guys and we were attacked
Mm-hmm.
and we told that guy
Earlier
to
this
leave us
morning?
alone?
Yes.
No, this was like at least a day ago.
Yeah.
You guys have
Okay.
been traveling.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he said he was
A little
going to
while ago.
leave us alone if we paid him money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's who that is.
Wait, what?
The leader of that group that attacked us.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
Almost. God,
Nope.
so close.
All I have
He
is
was
Bot
not
as the
one of the
leader.
Stavingtons.
Oh, you have his spot as the leader?
Have Bot as the leader.
Okay.
But that's why I thought he was the leader of that group that attacked us.
Wait. Sam's piecing it together.
He's the leader of the local salamander coil cell.
Correct.
Oh.
The team that landed here and hired those guys that attacked us.
Right.
The
He's the guy that
Stavingtons.
sent the Stabbingtons after us.
Correct.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay.
Bot wants us dead.
Yes.
I see.
Bot.
How much of that was allowed?
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess at least some of that was. We'll
sounds familiar.
we'll chalk it up to your you're like leaning on like the dwarven accent, so that people were like, "Who's Bot?" They're like, "No, Bot." Wait, what? There was kind of a back and forth, and they're like, "Oh, you mean the guy who hired the Stabbingtons to come kill us?" Yeah, that guy. Okay, all right, everybody's on the same page now. So yes, some of that happened out loud.
Rub a pinch above my nose, just rub between my eyes a little. You guys are still terrible at this. All right, well, he's been told you guys are here with a pretty accurate description.
Oh, great.
Let's go somewhere else.
Yeah, fair enough.
Agreed.
Fine. Innkeeper,
Yes.
we're not going to need those rooms after all.
Oh,
Sorry for the trouble.
well, you paid for them.
Toss him a couple coins.
Oh, now you're paying me more.
Yes. Sorry for the
If
trouble.
anybody
Alright.
asks, we were suddenly called
All right.
City.
Yep. Well, come again.
You never saw that.
Oh, is that what this is for?
Yes,
Okay.
We were never here.
follow me.
Okay.
Thank you for not saying walk this way and setting me up.
Hold the stick up a little higher so they can see me above any given crowds.
Okay.
So what we should do is wait somewhere where we have the advantage of this inn, because they'll probably try to come to the inn to jump us, and then we can jump them.
Is there a convenient higher vantage point hotel across the street?
Furthermore, like, you are now pretty sure that this is kind of Hatchet territory, and they know Sekhar, so you basically, wherever you go, you're going to have to take extra pains to make sure that these guys aren't seen. Because now there's somebody with money who's looking for them, and an entire gang who presumably wants money who can ID them.
Dwarven cursing. So everybody and their dog is going to know exactly who these guys are.
We need
Well, not
disguises.
Within a few hours, word will be out. Wherever you are taking them, you need to take them pretty much now.
Yeah. All right, yeah. Put on cloaks. We're moving now.
Flip up my cloak. Make sure my ears are tucked under my cap.
Sparkle pulls up her cloak and sneaks into a shadow.
Canvas poncho?
Sure.
Hey, you have access to fancier stuff now.
That's true.
You might have an actual cloak.
You
Like
almost
somebody
certainly
probably
do.
gave you like a nice, like travel, like well-made, tailor-made traveling cloak. Even if you don't use it or you forget to put it on, it's probably somewhere in your backpack.
Okay.
You totally find it. It'll be fine.
All right, everybody cloaks up.
All right.
Where are you taking them?
Twins District.
Okay.
It's the least likely place for them to be watched, and the place I'm going to know the best.
Sounds good to me. Furthermore, sounds like a skill challenge.
Yay.
Sweet. It's my first of the game. I'm excited.
Okay. Nice.
She hasn't been crushed and had her
Good.
spirit beneath the boot.
Oh, boy.
I also took the Paragon Path Jack of all trades for this exact thing. So.
It's a good one.
Yeah. The infinite bearded universe hates us all. You should know that.
Thalson?
17.
Orem?
20.
Randus?
25.
And Sekhar?
31.
Okay. Let's shake it down. Shake it.
down.
Does that automatically
Shake it
let you
down.
sort by highest?
Yep.
Looks
you can,
like it.
You can choose ascending or descending.
Cool. Because we don't see that part of it, so I just was
Sure,
curious.
sure. Yep.
They clicked one button and it all changed. So I figured.
Yep. It's nice. We'll give failure a turn just so I know when the top of the round is. Okay, wait,
Why is
hang
failure so angry?
on. Oh, it's not. It just looks that way.
Okay.
It's happy to see you.
Failure was spray painted by the Punisher.
You guys are such old friends.
Fair.
Oh, too soon.
First up is Little Sparkle. Your
Since it is a new season, how about you explain the rules for people who are not familiar with them, not heard them before?
sounds fine. This is a skills challenge. Skills challenges are meant to portray times when there's something at stake that are not necessarily a fight. Although I'm not above actually casting a fight as a skills challenge if the tone is right. What happens is, in initiative order, everybody is going to try to first convince me that a particular skill of theirs applies. Then when I say that that's okay, they'll roll it. If they meet the difficulty, they will advance. The party needs 8 successes, but loses when 3 failures are accrued. My rules are on top of all of the ones that I just mentioned, which are also kind of a takeoff of the actual rules. So even what I just said isn't necessarily specifically in the book. Additional rules: you cannot roll the same skill twice in a row. So if it's your turn and you roll Arcana, the next turn you can't roll Arcana. And you can't roll the same skill that someone else rolled right before you in initiative order. So if it's Orem's turn, he rolls Arcana. Then in the next turn, before he goes, Little Sparkle rolls Acrobatics. On his turn, Orem cannot roll Arcana or Acrobatics. Which means he's going to have it pretty rough, because I think those are his best skills.
Yeah.
So, the goal of this skill challenge is to navigate the streets of Coldport, get to your destination while attracting minimal attention to yourselves. Any questions?
Negative.
All right. So, at the top of the round is Little Sparkle.
So Little Sparkle is a master of stealth, and while she knows it's easy for even her just to find shadows for herself, she also has to watch out for these guys who are being, hunted by lots of people, and will try to guide them subtly towards places where she thinks that she can hide with a stealth check.
Sure.
And I have a 28.
All right. A 28 is not going to do it.
Oh, crap.
Ouch. Okay, well then I will use Always a Natural. Free action, reroll any skill check, and keep either result, if that's alright. That's one of my numbers.
Sure.
Great. That gives me a 38.
A 38 will certainly make it.
Nice.
Yay.
If we spent an action point in the last fight, we wouldn't have one, correct?
If you spent an action point in the last fight, you would not have one. That is correct.
And so?
And so nobody has one.
Did all 5 of us spend them?
I'm pretty sure, yes.
I know I did.
Yeah.
I did.
did.
All right.
All right.
I'm pretty sure we all did, unless Randis did not.
I'm pretty sure you all did.
Everybody said they did, so I'm gonna.
Yeah. All right.
Well, you can't trust what we say.
Little Sparkle kind of naturally keeps to the shadows and guides whoever is closest and about to basically walk into the open into not the open. Next up is Sekhar.
Sekhar is not naturally stealthy. But years and years of being forced to do things and meet things and be around people that he doesn't necessarily know or care for has instilled in him an ability to be as unnoticed as humanly possible using his perception to try and slide around to where if someone almost looks at him, he's not going to be there. He's going to be very sneaky in a way that you can only be when you're sneaky.
There is definitely a way for you to use perception in this challenge, but that is not it.
Yeah. Oh, well, now you're hurting my feelings.
That's okay. I mean,
fine. I'll do something else. You know
what I mean is not it's not okay that I hurt your feelings. What I'm saying is it's okay that you didn't nail it right off the bat. There's new character.
It's a new character.
You're kind of stretching
still
into it.
Getting the feel for it.
Yep.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. I am going to use my nature. And since I've already spoken with some of the spirits in this area, I'm going to see if they can maybe help me navigate through these areas without getting, sneaky sneakness. Anti-sneaking.
I'm going to allow this.
All right. Starting to think that maybe the painkillers were a bad idea. 33.
All right, 33 is a success. Next up, Randis.
Yay!
Very not good at being subtle.
Nope.
Is this a particularly old city?
Parts of it are, yeah.
Parts of it are. Would I be able to use knowledge of history to go through the older parts? Sorry, man.
Only because Steven is next, and I don't want to deal with the...
No, I had the exact same...
I know.
From all my years of city planning.
Yep. I will allow it because... Not necessarily because you know this city, but because you know how basically... cities of roughly this age would have been built.
Okay. So 32?
32 will do it.
All right.
All right. So let's see. Basically, what's been happening so far is Little Sparkle disappears. Every once in a while, one of you feels like a tug on your shirt or something in some other direction. Except for Sekhar, who actually seems to be walking like very erratically, just in random directions, while still kind of moving in the general direction. And anybody who's paying attention can see that a lot of the time he'll turn around and walk in an opposite direction just as somebody like opens a window or something like that. It's like really eerie. Randus points out some bridges and overpasses.
Gold aqueducts.
Yep. Orem.
Orem's going to use Arcana to blend himself into the shadows with his Chameleon's Mask spell, just to be kind of unseen. So it doesn't completely make him invisible, but it kind of blends him in with the surroundings to where he doesn't stand out.
Yeah. So I've thought a lot about Chameleon's Mask and similar stuff about whether it should count as Arcana or Stealth.
Mm-hmm.
So I've decided that because specifically the power says that it replaces that, I'm going to, even though you can still roll Arcana, it technically counts as a Stealth check, which means that, for example, Thalson can use Stealth, and you can use Arcana next turn as long as it's not, something that replaces it with Stealth.
So give me one.
Okay. So I'm okay. I'm good to go?
Yep.
All right. 41.
Well, not 20.
Not 20.
Yep.
Booyaka.
All right. Orem also disappears.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive.
Hey, you guys are doing pretty well.
For all we know, 2 of us are dead. There's only 3
All
left.
right. Guy who's supposed to know what he's doing.
Over that bridge, turn right down that alley. This building's abandoned. We can go through here, up those stairs. We need to make a left here, over under this bridge. Turn it around. We need to go this way through the bazaar. Street what? 29?
29 will do it.
Okay, we know the threshold.
Wow. Nicely handled, Veruca.
Yep, that's pretty precise right there.
All right. We are at the top of the round. Failure is sad because it hasn't been able to advance.
Okay.
Failure at the top of the round sounds like a weird D&D murder mystery.
Yeah. Failure at 30,000 Cheetos.
Death comes to Mom's basement.
So, yes, Thalson helps you navigate the city. Hopefully, Orem is somewhere around here. Next up is Little Sparkle.
So Sparkle will kind of follow his lead in terms of navigating the city, and as we go through the bazaar, someone will pause and see the party coming through, and it'll attract some attention. She'll be like, "Oh no, nothing to see here. No worries. Actually, we need to inspect that alley right there. If you could just let us through that door and get through that alley and take that shortcut and make a bluff check."
Okay.
That'll be a 26, but luckily I have a separate reroll for bluff. Oh yeah, as I am a master of feat.
She knows of our history of failure and has plans.
We talked about that when she was building the character. I was like,
I just roll another 3.
Oh, sad.
Is Little Sparkle's within 5 squares of me? And she just
Inspired
failed a
confidence?
bluff.
yes.
Empathic read.
Okay.
Triggering ally in the burst. Target or ally fails a bluff, diplomacy, or intimidate. Target rerolls the skill check and uses either result. Must be
Okay,
trained in
let's try
insight.
to roll higher than a 3. A 1!
Wow.
Oh, it's one of those days, man.
Yep.
Yep.
I tried your hopeless.
Welcome to Critical Hit, Sam.
Yes.
Hooray!
I was just way too enthusiastic about this skill challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. Everybody gets broken in at some point.
Yeah.
And by broken in, I mean just broken.
Yes.
Um,
Sorry guys.
The universe
I tried.
does hate us.
You know what? It's cool. So basically what happens is, Little Sparkle, she's done this 1,000 times. She knows exactly what to do. Did not count on the fact that there is literally no other creature in the city that looks exactly like her. So anytime somebody like looks at the party and then they turn around and look at her, they're like, "What's this weird bird person?"
Like, oh, right. I'm not like super common here.
Right. They might in fact believe you that you are inspecting something, but they're definitely going to remember that bird person.
Yeah.
Sekhar.
Wasted all my empathy.
What? I didn't hear that.
No, that.
What?
You're
What?
up.
You're
Okay.
going.
So what I'm going to do is, okay, we were doing that whole thing, and the guy was like, "No, what's with that weird bird person?"
Yep.
And as we were passing through, all of the people went passing, and they snuck around and they did the thing. Sekhar actually had to avoid detection by leaping up and swinging from one of the overhead things into a dark, shadowy area using his athletics.
Sure.
Yay!
I'm going to allow the Aladdin option.
Hey man, somebody's got to do it, and if not me, who? Wait, how do I roll dice? Really, 30.
All right, 30 will do it. So yes,
What this will also do is wipe out the memory of me biffing 4 separate times to jump up to that windowsill in the previous.
You actually really, and that actually I believe was the DC for the jump checks. It's like this kid can hit a 30 no problem. Actually, in fact, you could have rolled 2 dice on that. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Yep. Had I needed to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, do I have to?
You
roll them at the
should
same
just
time?
roll both of them every
you get
time.
to take the better.
Because you get to take the
Okay.
better one, and it cuts down on rolls. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a big deal.
Okay, cool.
So yes,
I thought it was a re-roll if I fail thing.
Nope. Sekhar at times feel like, he kind of sees people gathering some places and figures a group of 4 people will be less noticeable than a group of 5 people at any given point, and will sometimes just jump over kind of dead end alley walls and bounce on awnings to avoid detection.
The whole Aeroflin package thing.
Yep.
There.
He's just working really hard. He's the hardest working ninja.
Okay.
Next up is
Show
Randus.
So if I fail this,
Wait,
it's all on Orm.
Next time I'm going to throw off my
Correct.
cape and somebody's going to have to bring it back to me.
No, he'd still need to get. Okay, would I be able to do Arcana to make a time-delayed smoke bomb so that hopefully I create a disturbance back there somewhere, far away from us by the time, to basically, as a distraction, and to slow up anyone else who may be following us?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Because this is going to be great when you fail it.
Absolutely. Okay.
It's basically, can I
Nothing
Arcana
says
to
sneaky
Randus?
like big piles of smoke.
What are you rolling?
Arcana.
God dang it.
Sorry, man.
Way to hose Orem.
38.
38 will do it.
Nice.
You're safe. There's still 2 failures.
So
Yeah,
yes.
there's 2 of us.
So yes, up ahead somewhere, there's actually just a whole clump of cops that are probably crooked cops, talking to each other, and you guys are about to walk into them. When they look down and there's this little cube with 2 little walkie legs that walks up between them rank, 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 rank. They look down at it and just this colossal plume of smoke just explodes out of it.
I approve.
Let's see.
Join me on the rooftops, Orem. It's glorious.
Now it is up to Orem
All right.
for potentially the win.
Because Orem is rather slight, when there are large crowds,
Mhm.
he's able to kind of just easily bob and weave through them using acrobatics?
I'm going to say no, because really bobbing through crowds is streetwise.
Okay. Then I will flip up on the balcony and walk along a beam.
Okay. You will join Sekhar up on that roof.
Yes. 37.
All right.
Yeah, 37 will do it.
Darn.
Since I couldn't use my Arcana.
That's not all on Rob.
Yeah,
All right.
but the sight of that
No, I
is
think
not as
we- I
delicious
think
as
we
putting
won.
everything on Randus.
Right? Did we win?
That,
You
that
did.
looks
Yeah.
like
Yep.
that looks like Dawson's glorious mug in the victory box.
Yay! You want to take a screen cap of that? You probably. I don't know if you want to put it on the show because it'll give it away, but
Yeah.
it's just for
That's
Rob
why
to
I
keep.
didn't.
For Rob's.
That's why I didn't use it.
Sure.
Just despite my embarrassing bluff check. We
Oh,
win.
that's okay.
It happens.
I have no
you
more
want a poker.
empathy.
You
That-
want a poker?
The,
You'll never biff it harder than Randus did when he broke the universe.
Or
yeah, I mean we've had some colossal failures.
when I played that character with the Arcane Trickster Epic Destiny, gives you 3 rerolls in a day.
and you like botched 2 of them. And
No, I used every reroll and could not get above a 4 on a die.
Yep.
Ouch.
Yep.
You had like 1 or
I knew
2 other
we
rerolls for other reasons
Yeah,
too.
for like magic items and stuff. I remember that. It was
It's
just
just like,
terrible. It was just so sad. Just such a sad thing to watch. Then that same fight, my character tanked an owl bear.
I have a question.
What's up?
Now that Orm is up higher, he gets a better survey of the land.
Yes.
Can you describe the city, like the architecture type, style, that kind of stuff?
Sure.
So that in our minds we know kind of what this place looks like.
Sure. Coldport is a very large city. But perhaps more appropriately, it is about 6 different cities. There are clear borders where the city had expanded up to a point, and then clearly a lot of time went by before it expanded further. You know, you go from big, roundy stone buildings to just a bunch of shantytown-looking wooden buildings, and then back up to kind of a ritzy stone masonry with big arches and stuff. There are some aqueducts running through the city, which most of the aqueducts seem to be of a particular time period, but clearly some buildings either went up around them or the city was just like went through and said, well, an aqueduct's going to go through here. So sorry about that, poor people. And there's just like aqueducts that are literally sitting on top of people's houses, or that have like buildings that like fork at the top so that the water can get through. Farther that way, there are basically 2 major ports. One which appears to be more for private ships with a little bit of commerce, and another which seems to be almost entirely commercial. That one actually has working cranes, like big pulley-based cranes, moving cargo on and off the ships.
So
there does appear to be kind of a town center, which is, of course, as with cities that just kind of grow up like this, nowhere near the center. It is basically right up against that crane district.
So is the architectural style kind of keeping in that fantasy realm? Is it more something traditional that
No,
we
it
might
looks
be
like
familiar
Detroit.
with?
No, yeah,
Detroit?
no.
Okay.
No, not at all. It's I guess it's not like steel skyscrapers. Like
Right.
where when you say fantasy, are like nothing's floating. Like there's no
Right,
towers that are like
but like
on
spires,
a cloud
but
or,
like kind of
No.
that medieval
no real
style.
spires. I mean,
Okay.
it's like think of it's like the bigger buildings actually look kind of like American government buildings. That is
Okay.
to say, have kind of a columny
Yeah, so
Greco-Roman
style.
So,
Okay.
neoclassical.
Yeah.
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 With basically like what appears to be the center of like the downtown area where the city government most likely looks like that. Other parts look like basically big planks of wood have been thrown together into a city. Other parts are just like big square stone buildings.
So nothing super ornate.
No,
just
not
it's
really.
It's pretty functional and plain.
Yep, definitely. There are, for an architecture nerd, like Oram presumably is.
He's been all these years building up cities, so...
Sure. There is an almost nauseating disregard for form in the city.
It's all function.
Yep, it's all 100% function. The streets, like, just...
Cobblestone, brick, dirt.
It depends.
Okay.
All of those.
Okay.
Cobblestone, brick, dirt, planks between buildings, canals, actually. There's a few chunks of the city that are either purposefully jutting into the sea or are flooded. And people get around on boats.
Okay. All right. I'm guessing we've made it to our location?
Yes.
Okay.
Or you will have when Brian gets back.
Okay. Well, I think this is a good time to take a break then this week.
Okay.
Thank you so much for downloading and listening and playing along with us at home. Remember, you can get those Critical Hit character sheets over at members.majorspoilers.com if you're a Major Spoilers VIP. And until next time, here's hoping all of your dice rolls are critical hits.
Is part of the Frog Pants Studios Network. For more information about this and other shows, visit frogpants.com. Audio program so good, it's like you're there.